Hello and welcome to Sentinel One Presents Cyber Superheroes, unveiling the unsung heroes of security in association with ETCSO. I'm Ridhima Bhatnagar and we're coming to you from this gorgeous city of Vizag. And do you know why Vizag is so important? Because today in this interconnected world, security goes beyond the physical and also moves into the digital realm. And that's where the CISOs or the Chief Information Security Officers become extremely important. Like our armed forces who protect the border, it's CISOs who in fact protect their organizations from cyber threats and others as they move into the digital realm. And in fact, I have a very special guest joining me today to talk exactly about this, or what the strategy of CISOs today are to protect their organizations from any cyber security threat. So let's meet Mr. Pradipta Patro, who is the Group CISO at KEC Limited of the RPG Group. Thank you so much for taking our time and joining us, and welcome to Vizag.
Thank you so much.
It's a pleasure having you with us. So we said you don the cape of the superheroes, right? So let's begin from that. From your own growing up time, your own, maybe childhood experience, one superhero that has stayed with you, who you take a lot of inspiration from in your day-to-day work.
In fact, if you're asking me somebody hero, there is no childhood hero. Of course, my parents are, my fathers would be always hero, right? To seeing those early days. But looking into that real screen heroes, then I can talk about more or less the Captain America and their team. You can see the team of the Captain America wherever they go. They are all superheroes. They have the distinct specialists. They have the different power on them, to see that in the collaborative, once they collaborate, they can accomplish the larger goal of the world or the earth. You can see that way. That is where it inspired me. They not only use their only that the muscle or might be the physical powers, the technology powers, that artificial intelligence you talk about, or talk about the technology, how they can fly, they can have envisage something, they can track something better than before something happened. So that is where we have seen a lot of technological enhancement or leveraging technology. Along with that, we have seen the collaboration of the team, the Captain America and the team, the superhero team, so that they can achieve the right goal and they can accomplish the goal together. So that is where I can see this hero.
No superhero can really work alone. It's really the ecosystem and the team that comes together, rightly put. So now understanding that one superhero power that really fascinates you, or that you would like to imbibe from a favorite superhero in your day-to-day working with your organization, with your peers, with your team members?
See, always cyber security is always the dynamic. This is so fast, it is changing. You cannot have the stagnant thought process.
Absolutely.
Your thought process should be always look forward. And that world is all the attack surfaces are so big. We have to always in your toes, and always you have to be looking into towards what is the new coming, what is the new thought is coming. If you take an example of something is happening in the Europe, you should be alert that what is that it is happening on the Europe, how we can protect my things, my organization, my digital asset around. So that is where we can play a greater role, to see that which is coming. It should envisage that beforehand, so that we can protect before. We have to have right people along with the hero, so that we as a leader we can move forward. Always you have been always in the front foot, always the cyber security is always front foot for any organizations. So that is where always we play sometime people look at villain sometime as well because of always CISO will talking about moral of everything will say the no to them. Something is coming we need it immediately, then how come it will immediate something will happen you have to scrutinize, you have to verify. There is a zero trust, we never trust to anybody. So in that perspective we have to think about how we can protect as an organization as a whole, not that one particular pieces we can give them, allow them.
You said something very interesting. You said that you always have to think in advance, right? All of us were really shocked with the outage that we saw in the month of July, right? And it was literally the world came to a standstill, right? So that became a challenge, but there were learnings as well, right? So following that outage, what is the kind of strategies that you've put in place for technical evolution to ensure that when something like this happens in the future, you're completely prepared?
In fact, this is all unpredictable. You never thought that something will happen the smaller bug can impact laws of enterprises
Absolutely.
across globe.
Yeah.
So what we think is most of the time is the rarest event, but it is happen also past
Yeah.
with some of the event.
Yeah.
It has happen all. So it is not only the customer has to look into it, it is the OEM has to look into that perspective to see how they can have better control on those,
Yeah.
and they have right testing parameters,
Yeah.
the CI/CD, the DevSecOps kind of scenario, how we can have those system in place and revalidate always on those so that the
Yeah.
customer will be not be having challenge. It's not a cyber security incident, of course. It might be one of the bug it is impacted
Yeah.
heavily for the OEM, and
Yeah.
also we need a collaborative approach.
Yeah.
See, today the way we said that interconnected world,
Yeah.
so it is the OEM participating with collaborating another OEM.
Absolutely.
And that OEM will be related to another
Yeah.
OEM, and then this ecosystem is a customer, OEM, partner, distributor. It is an ecosystem
Absolutely.
So the OEM successful, then customer successful. Customer success is OEM successful.
Absolutely.
That is where we
absolutely.
can think about it. Yeah.
Absolutely. The other aspect that I, of course, want to understand from you is that today we don't work in silos, right?
Right.
Our life lessons impact our work lessons, and work lessons impact our life lessons, right?
Right.
So, what is that one life lesson that you've learned or that you want to use in your work as far as an incident response plan is concerned?
Okay. If you talk about work life and all, this is all we can always talk about work-life balance. But when you see that whenever you are there in the front line, you
Yeah.
talk about a commander who is leading a contingent and is there on the front line.
Yeah.
He is not thinking that it is my work-life balance will be there and when I can come back,
Yeah.
for rest, or might be so. Always we are there in 24/7 alerts,
Yeah.
because the world is everywhere. Mostly incidents are happening on holidays, you see,
Yeah.
or might be after office hours, or might be that is where the people can exploit things.
Yeah.
So you should be always alert. In fact, as a commander, you should always alert, and your team should be also participating on those. And most important thing is the monitoring and visibility.
Absolutely.
If you have right monitoring and right visibility and proactive action you are taking,
Yeah.
so that we can have some kind of balance.
Yeah.
And especially the technology which help us
Yeah.
to have at least good sleep in the night. That is what we are expecting.
Yeah.
Our partners, your OEMs, and the right tool with the right skill people,
Yeah.
they can configure so that we can have more proactive instead of reactive approach.
What you said was very important. One was that there is no commander who can succeed or work till the time the team that he has also
Right.
helps him succeed,
Right.
right? So it's also impactful in terms of the decisions that you take, right? So even when you were choosing a vendor, right? Someone like Sentinel-1.
Okay.
So you would have also done a SWOT analysis, you would have also seen other vendors in the market.
Right.
But what is it about Sentinel-1 that really stood out vis-a-vis the others where you thought this will be the right decision? Because the decision that you make is not for a short time, it's a long-term investment,
of
right?
course,
And a
of course.
decision. So what made you go forward with Sentinel-1?
See, Sentinel-1 we found better is, of course, it is an advanced technology.
Correct.
Second is it is offline and online both. It
Correct.
works better.
Yeah.
And also it scan the manual we can do the scanning, and can also on-demand scanning we can do
Correct.
those such things, and all functionality AI enabled, and singularity platform, that is also important,
Yeah.
where we can see that the time is not far that the silo solutions would be helping you better. It is more of if you have a good platform in that segment, it can help the customers better manageability, better visibility, better take the proactive action on that.
Correct.
So that is where I see that Sentinel-1 is little bit advanced on those perspectives.
Yeah, but it's not just the technology, right? So I want to understand now that, one decision is who do you want to get on board? The other is what is the kind of changes that you've seen in your own organization, right? So
Okay.
in terms of your daily operations, what is the kind of, improvements or enhancement that you've seen ever since, you applied Sentinel-1 solutions?
Yeah, see, important is your change management.
Yeah,
Whatever change you do, it should be there is a process to start on those changes.
yeah,
Whether it is a technology changes, process changes, people
Yeah.
changes, or cultural changes.
absolutely.
On that perspective, if you talk about technology changes, if I highlight on the certain thing in the cyber security portfolio, then we have to start the simple thing is your endpoints.
Correct,
Is the
absolutely.
crucial.
Yeah.
End of the day, whatever you do best on the cloud, but still the 10-point compromise, you have environment is compromised
Yeah.
already.
Yeah.
So we have to start from the ground. You can take about from endpoint to cloud, you ensure that the layer of defense. It is not the one single bullet can be like, solve all the purpose. It is more of like, layer of defense you have to create. Starting from endpoint, network, perimeter, cloud, then you have APIs. All those is like, you have to create those layer of defense so that you will be more protected. And as you said, the day-to-day is operational life, it is of course like, if you have right visibility, the CISO having the right dashboard in front of them, at least they can find out where is the issue today. What is the critical issues today?
Absolutely.
Or what is the challenges today? Or what is the threat is coming today? Or what is the locations or geopolitics? What is the scenarios happening today? So you have to look into that aspect and you correlate the things and better prepared always. It is not that we have to look out like, when the incident happens, then only I'll take it that action. That's more of the reactive approach.
Absolutely.
Better to have the proactive approach and make everything is ready systematically. And it is not like, one day we have done something and the whole month will be running for that. Not at all. So every day is a new day for us. And as a CISO community, even though we have seen that, every day, every hours, every minute is crucial for us.
Absolutely.
You have to be always on that, like, every day you have to maintain the compliance, maintain the cybersecurity posture up to the level. Because of the threats are different. Threats are like, every day changes. So you have to mold flexible enough and putting that people process technology to ensure that that is in place.
Because you said that every minute is crucial, right? With the ecosystem that you're working with, which also means that you need to have a cost benefit as well, right?
Of course.
So while you got SentinelOne as the vendor, what is the kind of cost benefits that you've seen as well?
See, in fact, cybersecurity, you will not having to any ROI, to be very honest.
True.
Any technology you talk about. But in fact, we can have the risk quantitative method, like, to see that, categorize those risks and putting to the right bucket. Looking into that frequencies and threat and all vulnerabilities and all those perspectives. And in India, we have seen that a lot of billion dollar of you are losing every day. If you talk about 11 to 12 trillion dollar across the globe, there is a cybersecurity risk.
Correct.
And in fact, the AI is also in the part of like, you have World Economic Forum also talking about the AI, misinformation, disinformation, cybersecurity also priority for them.
Correct.
So on that perspective, if you see that ROI, definitely it is there for organizations. But it may not be quantifiable in every cases.
Okay.
You can quantify certain things, of course. The benefit is, of course, if you don't have any incident for some period of time.
It works great.
Yeah, it works well for us. And sometimes if you see that, okay, somewhere it has happened or somewhere it's not happened, some incident is not happened, or like, the controls are effectively managed. Correct. It is not the technology you have input, but technology should work for you. And it should be effective.
Absolutely.
That is where you can get the value out of it. That is what I can say.
So Pradipto, now we have a very special segment, right? It's our special rapid fire segment, which means you have to be fast, witty and rapid, right?
Great, quite interesting,
Are you ready and ready for the challenge?
Yes, of course.
Okay, let's go. Remember, you're wearing the cape of superheroes, right?
Right.
Okay, what's been the most surprising challenge in your cybersecurity career?
Managing the incident, to be honest. When the crisis is there, we have to be front end, and that is what the challenging, what I've seen. And quite sometimes we are successful, sometimes we are fail. But if we fail also, we learn the lesson to not to have that same thing in next time.
That's good. So which technology or skill would you master instantly for better security?
The risk management. That is what the skill we have to have, all CISOs to have. How you can have the right skill management, whether it is Atma you can talk about.
True.
How the risks you can accept, what is the thing you avoid, what is the thing to transfer, and what is the thing to mitigate. So that Atma is what I can talk about to be managed well. So that is where we can talk about.
So how do you juggle short-term security with long-term goals?
Of course, we should have like, the way the cybersecurity, the threats are dynamic. So dynamic, we have to have short-term goals as well as the long-term, the roadmaps we should have at least. And in between, like, you have to link it to your business strategies.
Correct.
It is because it is part of the business. We are enabling the business better.
Correct.
To secure the business better. That is where, like, we have to see that aligning with the business is important for us. So the short-term and goal, mid-term and long-term goal is important always.
Perfect. What non-work experience shaped your view on risk management?
Of course, I'm a little bit like, more of the trekking part of it. I do a lot of adventurous activities.
Oh, like, nice.
That help us, like, while into cybersecurity, of course, it is all adventurous. Again, I tell you, because something is unpredictable, things will coming to you, how you can handle it. Like, along with the team, or might be the external, internal resources, whatever you have, and the OEM partly. of course, that ecosystem you have to leverage and think that how we defend or might be protect them.
Perfect. So I want to understand now which book or podcast or research, but outside cybersecurity, has had influence or impact on your life.
Okay, one I can remember, 7 Habit is one, Atomic Habit is another one. This is all books help us to have like, introspect yourself. That is important.
Yeah.
So introspect yourself is important, and later then like, you can do for other part of it. So that is important.
Because you said that your work is demanding in a sense that every minute counts, you have to ensure that, there are no threats coming and you have to learn from that. In that scenario, how do you maintain a work-life balance?
See, as I said, like, every day, every month or every minute is important.
Yeah.
If you utilize those times, the discipline, that is important.
Absolutely.
It is not that 8 to 8 hours of the working hours.
Yeah.
For us, it is a 24/7. So how we have to manage? If you have effectively worked for 8 hours, the remaining 8 hours or 12 hours for you.
Perfect.
If you are not managing that and not proactive enough, then I think we have to manage the life like that.
Yeah.
And issue comes in the evening or might be in the night or might be in the holidays. But you have to plan proactively. That is important.
The last question before I let you go, which is an advice that you would want to give your younger self, either on life or work or in general.
Yeah, be always focus whatever you do. You should have intent, you should have interest.
Yeah.
And the 3 parameters you should focus.
Okay.
One is like I can talk about the discipline.
Okay.
If you are, either your personal life or professional life, if you are disciplined enough, you can maintain. Even though you have patchings are to be there in this date, it should be happen this day.
Yeah.
That's it. So that is what the small thing like discipline, deliverables, and you should have determined like what you want to achieve in your life. If 3 things you have a clear, then you are done with. The way if you can talk about T3, again same thing, the time, transparency and trust.
Absolutely.
So that is where you can take to the youngster, like they have to focus on those.
Absolutely. Pradipta, this has been a pleasure chatting with you. Thank you so much for taking out the time and joining us and helping us with those life lessons of being a CISO and being that superhero.
Right. Thank you. Thank you so much. Nice interacting with you there.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.